I mean, Roach should have won the first one. He got robbed because that should have been a knockdown, and the commission messed that up. But in the rematch, I like Tank in a good fight.
You know, since the word has been floating around, the rematch is happening for sure. Just keep an eye out for August. There's a date floating around that might very well be that date. I can assure you guys that it's coming this summer for sure.
My man, you just made my day saying that, man. And I'm telling you, I beg to differ with regard to what took place. So let me just say, you're the champ.
Me, you know, and we've been winning together, you know. He had a chance to actually look deep inside of him. He'd been doing it since he was so little, you know. Yeah. And hiccups come, but that teach you how to be a man, you know. It taught us a lot of things about each one of ourselves, you know. So yeah.
The rematch with Roach versus Gervonta can actually be more exciting than the first one. In my opinion, I've said this many times, the actual fight itself wasn't that crazy. The crazy thing is what you've never seen before, the knee. But as far as a boxing match, it was, if you look at the copy box, they didn't throw a lot of punches. It wasn't like, it wasn't really a great fight. But as far as the fight itself, this second one can't, because I think Tank is coming for blood. He's not going to pull his punches at all. I don't think he really did the first time, but I'm not sure how well he.
The rematch between Gervonta Tank Davis and Lamont Roach is heating up, but questions are swirling. Tank's longtime trainer, Calvin Ford, has stepped back from hands-on duties, sparking speculation. But Ford insists there's no drama.
Like a champ, like I'm supposed to. I've been in the gym, I've been ready. Time to ramp it up, kick it in gear, and get right to work.
I'm asking you a quick question about the fight. The first fight with Tank. What did you see in that fight that can help you propel into the next fight?
I saw all I needed to see in that first fight. Trust me. I'm gonna go back to the drawing board. Obviously, you know, I didn't do enough to win, so I'm gonna make sure we do.
Matches that you fought?
0.
What do you have to do to create enough separation where this don't happen again?
Whew, it's a good question. It's gonna be based on my training camp. I have to push myself a little harder. If that didn't get me the win, and I have room. I definitely have room. I'm not gonna lie, I have room.
You believe you fought the best Gervonta, or do you think he got some more gears?
100% for a fact. I think he might have some hardest punch I ever faced. No. And I ain't shitting on him or nothing like that. He can punch. But Jonathan Oquendo, he's from Puerto Rico. Bro, he got bricks in his hands, bro. I lie to you not. He punch hard. I ain't gonna lie.
I feel like the relationship that they got, or they had, you know, as far as coming up together and kind of knowing the same people, working with the same people, it kind of was more of the fight was more of like I feel like, so Roach came out and fought his best fight that he could possibly fight, right? Against Tank. He came out with his A game, boom. And I feel like Tank came in that fight not underestimating Roach.
According to him, Davis has matured. He's built the foundation. Now it's time for Tank to lead his own camp with his team. Still, the timing raises eyebrows. Rumors of Tank walking away from the rematch or even chasing a money fight with Jake Paul have added fuel to the fire.
And in front of the packed house, it's a fight everybody wants to see.
Do you think that Lamont can build on what he did rounds 8, round 9, round 10, and so on and so forth?
They ain't seen Lamont told y'all the press time he got a big bag. Y'all ain't seen half of that shit he got.
Okay. If you don't get the Gervonta Davis rematch, Shakur Stevenson has said that him and Lamont talk, and
mentally, if I don't knock him out or if I don't beat the shit out of him, they not gonna give it to me. Tank know I can't go another 12 again, cause they gonna really say I have been exposed. That's one of the famous words. He's exposed. He exposed them. You know what I mean? That's the shit everybody say now. So Tank not trying to hear that neither. So Tank gonna be looking really going there seek and destroy, but Lamont gonna be on the same shit.
Call a heavy-handed fighter, but Jason, if you watch this fight, you'll see a guy that's very slick, who's very confident, and this is the dynamic I think all of us did not take enough account into. Tank is from the DC, Baltimore area, as is Lamont Roach. They have sparred together. They've had amateur bouts together. And when I spoke to Lamont, when there were rumors about this bout, he told me flat out, he goes, Steve, I know that.
Roach is frustrated, claiming Tank is stalling and avoiding a real test. Let's not forget the first fight was controversial. Many, including Teddy Atlas, argue Roach should have won. A missed knockdown call may have flipped the outcome.
Do you think he wins that rematch with Lamont Roach?
I don't know, honestly. I really don't know. It's a 50-50 fight. It's a 50-50 fight. I don't know, honestly. I really don't know.
Does a lot of it hinge on Gervonta and like which version he shows up with? And no disrespect to Roach, but you know what I mean.
No, that is disrespect for the Roach, and like y'all fight fans gotta realize that
is trying to let the world know he's going to be a completely different fighter. And as you see here, he's posting his black Nike boots. Now, technically, we usually say when you have Nike Air Force Ones, the black ones, that means some sort of bad energy. You're going to bring it. It's a thugging thing. And he's showing the Nike boots and saying it's time. He's going underground. And Lamont Roach got
saying that the fact that I do watch him fight, you know what I'm saying? Like I really like boxing.
Are you open to immediate rematch?
In my contract, immediate rematch was signed. I signed for the immediate rematch when I signed for the first fight.
Right.
Just in case he lost or just in case it was a draw.
So when you got a rematch clause, how long we taking?
It's up to the A side and when they want to fight. So I'm thinking it's going to be soon. I'm hoping it's going to be soon. Let's say that.
Now, Roach is laser focused on redemption. Meanwhile, voices in the boxing world are split. Clarissa Shields questions Tank's mental state. Roy Jones Jr. expects a more dangerous, dialed-in version of Davis. Shakur Stevenson says Tank must be better than ever or risk losing for real.
Tank can pull off the victory. Do you think Tank has more to prove because of what everybody was saying about him, that he did take a knee, that he should have been counted as a knockdown, he should have lost that fight? Do you think Tank has more to prove? No, I don't think he got what to prove. What he proven? He ain't lose. Good. Yeah, anything else you got to say to the fans? Nah. All right, man. Thank you, Darrell.
Because, you know, he worked with other coaches, so, you know.
Yeah.
But I do know how the fight will be different. The rematch.
With a different strategy.
Yeah, I can't speak on it, but yeah, it's definitely going to be different. Way different.
See, you're smiling and you're excited about it, and you can tell that that's like a coaching thing. You know that a lot of the fans, they tend to
Rematch, champ. Like a champ, like I'm supposed to. I've been in the gym. I've been ready. Time to ramp it up, kick it in gear, and get right to work. I'm gonna ask you a quick question about the fight. The first fight with Tank. What did you see in that fight that can help you propel into the next fight? I saw all I needed to see in that first fight. Trust me. I'm gonna go back to the drawing board. Obviously, I didn't do enough to win, so I'm gonna make sure we do.
One thing is clear, if Tank's mind isn't all the way in, Roach could take advantage. Will Tank come back with a statement win, or will Roach prove that the first fight wasn't a fluke?
The day that Tank Davis said y'all can have the crown, he don't want it. That scared me a little bit. I'm a big Tank fan, you know what I'm saying? That scared me a little bit. We got the fire in his stomach after what happened, but I'm going Tank. I believe he the best at it. I wonder if he's still hungry though, you know what I'm saying?
It's your time to go out there and just go ahead and do what you got to do with Lamont. Go do what you got to do. Man, knock him out, man. Go in there and be aggressive, man. Man, quit with your, I get you trying to read opponents, man, but man, give it your all and just go crazy, man. Just go crazy. Switch up the game plan on that one, because you know what you're trying to do. Switch it up. So, as far as retirement, Tank has already proved.
Think one coming up with
I
Tank
hope he
and
don't
Roach.
fight Lamont, actually. Like, I hope he don't get in the ring with him again. Because at the end of the day, if he lose, it's just gonna look bad on the fight with me. So it's gonna look like somebody else already did it. I don't know.
You want Tank to knock you out, yo.
I ain't even gonna lie to you.
I heard him say, like, yo, I want to fight Tank, and that's nice, but why do you want Tank to knock you out so bad? Like,
Look, that sound good. That sound real good, but she's too little.
Way out. You push back on Lamont Roach, he's trying to get in your face. And that sort of even the stake, that was, if you watch the fight, that evened up the whole thing. That evened up the whole thing because now Lamont said, okay, you know what I'm going to do? I can't match him for speed. I can't match him for power. Let me hold my ground. Let me see what happens if I step to him while I keep fundamentally tight so that I don't give him the openings for his big power. And let me see how he reacts. Well, we saw how he reacts. Maybe he already knew how he'd react because they have a history. Like you said, we didn't know how he'd react. We got exposed for us. He took it.
This isn't just a rematch. It's a defining moment for both men. Drop your predictions below and don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for all the latest boxing news.